Have you ever woken up, looked down, and thought, something's not working like it used to? You're not alone. In fact, for millions of men over 60, the problem isn't just aging. It's clogged arteries, not just in your heart, but in the area that defines your manhood. Yes, the same blockage that leads to heart attacks can also starve your lower body of blood flow. And every morning you ignore it, you fall further behind. I'm Dr. Mohit Kara. For over 30 years, I've helped men regain their strength, circulation, and confidence. Not with gimmicks, but with proven medical strategies. I've worked with thousands of patients facing exactly what you're going through. And I can tell you this isn't the end. It's the beginning if you take the right steps. Here's the surprising truth most men never hear. Your body wants to heal, and your mornings hold the key. The first 60 minutes of your day can either wake up your arteries and kidneys or quietly damage them. That's why today, I'm revealing the top 5 morning habits that can naturally boost blood flow, protect your circulation, and restore your energy starting tomorrow. And this goes beyond just staying healthy. These habits can help you think clearer, move better, sleep deeper, and feel alive again in ways you may not have felt in years. So stay with me, because in a moment I'll show you exactly what to drink, what to avoid, and what small shift can completely reset your body's natural power, all before breakfast. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a simple science-backed tip to help you restore your circulation and feel like yourself again. And if this message speaks to you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I rate every response and use your feedback to serve you better. Alright, let's begin with the very first habit, and it's something most men overlook the moment they wake up. Before you reach for your coffee or check your phone, there's one simple action that can jumpstart your circulation, support your kidneys, and set the tone for the entire day. It all starts with what you drink. And when one, start your day with warm water plus lemon. Day with warm water plus lemon. Every morning, I wake up and do one thing before anything else. No screens, no news, not even coffee. I walk to the kitchen, fill a glass with warm water, and squeeze in half a lemon. That's it. It takes less than a minute, but the impact on my body, and for so many of my patients, that's profound. You see, after 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is in a mild state of dehydration. Your blood is thicker, your circulation is slower, and your kidneys, which have been working all night to filter waste, are sure ready for support. That first glass of water doesn't just quench your thirst. It wakes up your entire system. It thins the blood, helps flush out toxins, and gives your arteries the signal that it's time to start moving. Now, when you add lemon to that water, you take it one step further. Lemons are rich in citric acid and vitamin C, a powerful combination that does 2 key things for older men. First, it helps prevent calcium-based kidney stones, which are more common as we age and can silently reduce kidney performance. Second, it supports the inner lining of your blood vessels, what we call the endothelium, keeping your arteries more elastic and responsive. And there's a reason I recommend warm water instead of cold. Warm or room temperature water is easier on the digestive system, encourages faster absorption, and even helps widen the blood vessels slightly, improving circulation in those first critical minutes after waking up. I've had patients tell me this one habit changed everything. Within days, they noticed they had more energy in the morning, less bloating, and a more regular bathroom routine. Over time, many experienced clearer skin, lighter urine color, and even a more relaxed heartbeat. And the best part, it's completely natural. No pills, no powders, no side effects, just water and a fresh lemon. But here's the catch: consistency. matters. This only works if it becomes a ritual. Something you do every single morning before breakfast, before your supplements, before your mind even has time to wander into the day's chaos. And if you're thinking something this simple couldn't possibly help your blood flow or kidney health, remember this. It's often the smallest daily actions that create the biggest long-term changes. So the next time you wake up, skip the cold splash of coffee and start with something your body truly needs, because the way you begin your day determines how your blood flows for the next 16 hours. And speaking of habits that shape your entire day, the next one might surprise you. It has nothing to do with what you drink and everything to do with how you move. Gentle morning movement. 2. Gentle morning movement. No intense workouts. A few years ago, I had a patient 67 years old, former marathon runner, proud of still hitting the gym every morning at 6 a.m. He came to see me because his energy was crashing mid-morning and his creatinine levels were slowly creeping up. He said, "Doc, I'm doing everything right. I work out hard. I sweat. I push myself. Isn't that what I'm supposed to do?" But here's the truth I had to share with him. After 60, your body doesn't need more intensity. It needs smarter intention, especially in the morning, when your system is still waking up and your kidneys are already under pressure from overnight filtering. When you push too hard too early, with heavy weightlifting, long runs, or high-intensity intervals, your muscles break down faster. That breakdown releases more waste into your blood, including creatinine. It's a normal byproduct of muscle use. But when your kidneys are already working overtime, that extra load can slow everything down, especially blood flow. Instead, what I recommend, and what I now do myself, is gentle movement in the morning. I'm talking about a 15-minute walk around the block, slow stretching on the porch, or a few rounds of Tai Chi in the living room. Nothing fancy, just movement that tells your body, I'm awake, I'm alive, and I'm ready. These low-impact exercises help get your blood flowing steadily, not in a spike, but in a gentle rise. They promote oxygen delivery to your tissues, especially your brain and lower extremities, without shocking your nervous system or dehydrating your body. And just as important, they reduce stress hormones, the silent enemies of circulation. I remember that same patient came back to me 3 months later. He had swapped his heavy lifting for morning walks and afternoon resistance bands. His labs had improved. His blood pressure was steadier. And he told me something that stuck with me. "Doc, I stopped training like I was 30. And for the first time in years, I feel like a strong 67. That's what we're after. Strength with wisdom, not force, not burnout. You move to wake the body, not to punish it. And now that your body is awake and your blood is flowing, it's time to step outside. Because the next habit doesn't just lift your mood, it flips a biological switch that every man over 60 needs in order to restore circulation from the inside out. Get 10 to 20 minutes of morning sunlight. 3. Get 10-20 minutes of morning sunlight. There's something deeply grounding about stepping outside in the early morning, before the world gets loud. I make it a habit to step into the sunlight as soon as I can, even if it's just for 10 minutes on the porch with my tea. That calm moment bathed in light does more than set the tone for my day. It actually helps reset the inner systems that keep my blood flowing, my pressure stable, and my kidneys working the way they should. You see, sunlight triggers the body's natural production of vitamin D, a nutrient many men don't realize is essential for circulation. It helps regulate calcium and phosphorus, supports arterial flexibility, and plays a major role in maintaining blood pressure. Without enough of it, your vessels become stiff, your risk of blockages increases, and even your energy can start to slip. But that's not all. Morning sunlight helps regulate your circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock. When this clock is synced correctly, it allows your kidneys to function more efficiently throughout the day and helps manage key hormones involved in blood pressure, metabolism, and even testosterone. Many of my older patients who feel sluggish, anxious, or unmotivated in the morning don't realize it's partly because they're not getting enough light. The body thinks it's still nighttime, and your blood flow reflects that. I once had a patient in his early 70s who started doing his crossword on the patio every morning instead of at the kitchen table. That small shift helped his sleep, his mood, and even his digestion. He told me, I didn't expect much, but within 2 weeks I just felt more alive. So don't underestimate this simple habit. You don't need a beach or a hiking trail. Just natural light on your skin, on your face, through your eyes. No sunglasses, no glass between you and the sky. 10 to 20 minutes is all it takes to flip the switch. And remember, if you live in a cloudy area or it's the middle of winter, vitamin D supplement might be helpful. But the natural light still matters. It's not just about nutrients. It's about rhythm, balance, and connection with the day. Now, once you've soaked in the sun and your blood is starting to flow freely, there's one more morning decision that can make or break your progress, and it's likely sitting in your kitchen right now. Let's talk about your morning drink. Replace coffee with a circulation boosting herbal tea. I'll be honest with you, I love the smell of coffee in the morning. There's a comfort in that warmth, that routine. And for years, like many of my patients, I thought my day couldn't start without it. But over time, I noticed something. That morning cup that used to wake me up started leaving me jittery, a little foggy, and strangely more tired a few hours later. And more importantly, I saw a pattern with the men I treat. Coffee, while not inherently harmful in small doses, can become a silent saboteur. When you're over 60, especially if you drink it first thing, it spikes your heart rate, dehydrates your body, and raises your blood pressure all before your kidneys have had a chance to catch up. For men already struggling with circulation or elevated creatinine levels, this kind of early morning stress isn't just unhelpful, it can be harmful. That's why I began exploring gentler alternatives. And what I found changed my entire morning rhythm. Herbal teas, carefully chosen, can not only replace coffee but actively support blood flow, kidney health, and energy levels without the crash. Teas like ginger, hibiscus, nettle leaf, and even chamomile offer anti-inflammatory properties, help regulate fluid balance, and improve the elasticity of your arteries. They don't just stimulate, they nourish. One of my patients, an Army veteran in his late 60s, used to drink 3 cups of coffee before 9 a.m. We cut it down to 1 cup, then slowly introduced ginger and hibiscus teas into his routine. Within weeks, his blood pressure improved. He felt steadier, less anxious, and even told me, I didn't realize how much that coffee was draining me until I stopped needing it. Now, I'm not saying you have to quit coffee forever. If you truly enjoy it, keep a small cup, but have it after hydrating, after a proper breakfast, and after your system has fully woken up. Let your body prepare first and try rotating in herbal teas a few times a week. You might be surprised by how different your mornings feel. And once you've got your drink sorted out, there's one final step. The one most men get completely wrong. It's not what you drink. It's not even how you move. It's what you eat in those first waking hours that can either heal your arteries or silently strain them even more. 5. Eat a circulation-friendly breakfast. Breakfast. Low sodium, moderate protein. Back when I was in medical training, Breakfast meant quick fuel, eggs, toast, sometimes a protein shake on the run. I never thought twice about it. But as I got older, and as I began treating more men in their 60s and beyond, I started seeing a pattern. The very first meal of the day was either setting them up for better blood flow or silently making things worse. Many men believe that loading up on protein first thing, eggs, bacon, sausage, is the manly way to start the day. And while protein has its place, too much of it in the morning can burden your kidneys and actually spike creatinine levels. Add in sodium from processed meats and refined carbs from typical breakfast cereals or pancakes, and you've got the perfect storm for inflammation, sluggish blood flow, and pressure on your heart and arteries. When I sit with patients, I always ask them what they eat before 9 a.m. And more often than not, it's either too heavy or too empty. But here's the truth. The best breakfasts for circulation are simple, balanced, and nourishing. I recommend meals that are low in sodium, moderate in protein, and rich in fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats. Think oatmeal topped with berries and chia seeds, or avocado toast on whole grain bread with sliced tomatoes and a drizzle of olive oil. Even a smoothie made with almond milk, spinach, frozen berries, and flaxseed can be a powerful start. One patient in his early 70s made just this one change. He swapped his bacon and eggs for a fruit smoothie with greens and seeds. A few weeks later, he told me he felt lighter, clearer, and more energized in the afternoons. His blood pressure improved and he no longer felt the heaviness he used to carry all morning. Breakfast isn't just a meal. It's a message to your body. It tells your kidneys how hard they'll need to work, your arteries how tight they should be, and your brain how much energy it has to spend. Get it wrong and everything downstream suffers. Get it right and you'll feel the difference in how you think, move, and even sleep. So now that we've walked through these 5 powerful morning habits, you might be wondering, how do you bring them all together into a routine that actually sticks? Let me show you exactly how to turn these into a rhythm your body can count on day after day. Conclusion. I've spent over 3 decades sitting across from men just like you. Husbands, veterans, grandfathers, men who once felt strong and steady, now wondering why their bodies feel like they're working against them. And time after time, I've seen the same transformation. Begin with one small change, the way you start your day. If you want better blood flow, stronger energy, and more control over your health, the morning is where it all begins. We've talked about 5 habits. Simple, natural, and backed by real science. Drinking warm water with lemon to flush your system and activate kidney function. Choosing gentle movement instead of intense workouts that wear down your muscles and spike your creatinine. Stepping into the sunlight to spark your vitamin D, reset your body clock, and support circulation. Swapping out that first cup of coffee for a healing herbal tea that hydrates and soothes your arteries. And finishing it all with a breakfast that fuels your body instead of overloading your kidneys. Light, balanced, and rich in nutrients your heart and vessels love. These habits aren't difficult. They do require intention. And when you stack them together, morning after morning, the results aren't just physical. They're emotional. Men tell me they feel clearer, steadier, more confident. They don't dread the day anymore. They look forward to it. I know how easy it is to believe that decline is inevitable after 60, that slowing down is just part of the deal. But I'm here to tell you, as someone who's helped thousands of men turn things around, you have more power than you think. Start with your morning. Master that. Everything else begins to shift. Your energy, your sleep, your intimacy, your strength. Because when your blood flows freely, so does your life. Now, if you're ready to take this to the next level, I have something else that may help you put it all into practice. Day by day, let's take the next step together. If this video helped you in any way, please take a second to like it. It really does make a difference and helps more men find this information. Leave a comment below and let me know which morning habit you're going to start tomorrow, or tell me what's been working for you. I read every message, and your stories matter. And if you believe this video could help a friend, a brother, or even your father, don't hesitate to share it. One small click could change someone's day, or even their health. If you'd like to support this channel and help us keep creating free, doctor-backed content for men over 60, consider making a small donation using the link in the description. Every contribution helps us reach more people who truly need it. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.